This looks like a pen, and it is a pen, and it writes, but it does quite a bit more. This is the Flowtica Scribe AI Pen. And honestly, I think the name says mostly what it does. You can write your thoughts onto paper. You can also record everything that's going on, make little notes when there are very important things going on, and then via the app, it takes all of that, makes it into nice notes with important pieces of those notes, to-do lists, things like that, all for you. It's like your own little personal assistant. Like in the movies and stuff, you'd have your little assistant there and they would just be like taking notes and like, oh, there's a meeting at 12 and like does all that for you, but it's only here now. Thank you to Flowtica for sending this out for review and sponsoring today's video. There will be links in the description and we will try to get you all a discount code as well. All right, so what is it? Why should you care? Well, I kind of just told you it's a pen that actually writes. Here's the pen tip right there, boop. Just a normal pen in that aspect, but then you do have a little button on top here, which is going to help you start recording all of your meetings, and then a little button here, which basically highlights parts in the recording that is super important. So like, oh, the boss just said something really important, tap that, it will be highlighted there so that the AI here knows that it was important, but also you can see later on that it was important as well. You know, I no longer work for an agency, marketing agency, but when I did, I was in a ton of meetings with clients, internal meetings, things like that. And just to have something listening, taking notes for you while being able to write just regular notes on paper with the like most important things is kind of ideal in the fact that you don't have to have a notebook and pen and some sort of AI recording device. It's the same thing here, I think, is what sets this apart and makes this like really obvious for this new wave of AI listening devices. If you're a creator or a dad with random ideas, like having this in your pocket right here where you can just boop, here's an idea I had for a video, here's something fun we could do for the kids later on, just have all of that put into the app, summarized for you. It's pretty simple. As always, let's dive into the form first. So I love sort of this matte, it's like a gunmetal gray kind of finish here. It's definitely like a nice material to hold in your hands, even if you're not using it to write a lot. If you are using it to write, it's a little bit thicker than like your normal pen, but honestly, really nice to hold. I'll say the ink cartridges are pretty small because a lot of the tech has to fit up here in the top. It does come with quite a few replacement tips. So there's your ink, but I think the idea here is you're not really using much ink because you're using this to take your notes. So only the major points need to be taken with ink. Now it's kind of laughably small, but I'm sure this will last you with this doing the bulk of the work for you. The buttons are nice and clicky. There's plastic in some places. You charge via the sort of proprietary charger that charges magnetically. I will say that the ink that they've supplied is like a very fine tipped ink pen. I would have preferred maybe like a 0.7. This is like a 0.5 or maybe even like a 0.3, which I'm not a huge fan of, but let's be honest, I'm not really gonna be taking a lot of handwritten notes with this. I'm just going to be using it to record and summarize for me. So again, there's that. But it's almost like it's an AI device that has a pen attached rather than a pen that has an AI device built in. Because I'm going to be using the AI features more than the writing features. It's not super over the top techy. There's minimal branding here. I just think it looks nice. I like the quality of, I don't know if this is like metal aluminum or if it's all plastic. It feels metal to me. Sounds metal to me. All right, let's talk about the function, what all it does. Now, a lot of this happens here, of course, but a lot of it also happens within the app itself. You press and hold this to start recording. You can see that the LED light came on, which means it's recording. Press and hold again to stop it. You do get a vibration in here to let you know that tactile, it started recording, it stopped recording. And then you do get the light here, the LED indicator, which is helpful. And then again, this is the button here for flow mark is what they call it, to highlight those most important parts of meetings. Or maybe, you know, you're speaking to it while driving and you're like, wow, that was a really good point I just made. Boop, you hit that just to highlight that awesome idea that you had among all your other strain of ideas. So after recording, it uploads to the phone and it transcribes everything for you. Then it builds structured summaries. You can have templates on how you want to do that or allow the AI to sort of look over it and pick the best sort of layout for it. You can also add action items, decisions that were made during a meeting, tasks, or follow-ups. And there's a few cool smart features in the app as well that go outside the pen. If someone's presenting, you can take a picture of the whiteboard and the AI will automatically look at what's being displayed on that whiteboard or that TV screen and sort of link it to the notes or what the speaker was saying within the transcript. This is great for like brainstorming sessions or meetings, or maybe your professor's talking about something with a diagram that's very key to what he's actually saying at the time. This will link all that up for you. You can obviously also sort of chat with the AI and be like, hey, what were the most important parts? Or what was this one section that the lecturer talked about? And it will be able to pull that stuff for you. So Flowtica claims around 30 hours of continuous like on time. So actually recording for 30 hours before you need to charge up again. They actually do sell like a little case as well that has extra battery power that you can put this in that sort of charges it up, which will give you longer time before needing to plug it into like an outlet. They didn't send that to me, but it looks really nice. I think it's like a leather case that it goes in. A couple sort of points here to wrap it up before I talk about maybe who it's for or who I think it's for. It might be very obvious to you, but a couple things. It is just a regular pen, so it's not gonna like take your handwriting and transcribe it like other products we've reviewed on the channel before, but I think that's fine. That's not really the focus here. The second thing, and I think is what is the most like powerful part of this product, is the fact this can just be used as a pen, and it can also be an AI device. It basically just slims down the things that you need to carry with you. As more and more companies pop up selling these listening AI devices, this is one that takes something that you're already probably carrying, a pen, and incorporates it into that product already. So you don't have to have a pen and some other device. It's all here, which is what I mentioned before. Now with all products like this, it's really about, you get out as much as you put in. So if you're using it all the time for meetings and stuff like that, the AI can get smarter and trained, and you can ask it questions and it will pull things from different meetings and things like that. If you use it for 5 minutes every like quarter, it's not gonna be super functional or useful to you other than maybe a pen, which it is. So who's it for? I definitely think students, college students, business executives, creatives, really anyone who like has ideas or needs to like get things from other people in meetings and then create sort of to-do lists and tasks and be able to search through all of that and have it all done for you. That's the biggest thing here, is you're not having to listen to every single thing everyone's saying in a meeting, which we really can't do. We fade out, we have our own idea, we're not listening because we're like, ooh, that's an idea, writing it down, you miss something. This captures all of it and makes it all searchable as well, which I think it's a second brain for you. And that's the charm here. Thanks to Flowtica. I like Flowtica, but could be Flowtica, for sending this out for review. Again, links in the description. Thanks so much for watching. On this channel, we talk about tech and products that marry form and function. We like products that improve our lives and look good while doing so. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, like this video for more, and check the link in the description to formfunction.co, which is our website that we're starting to populate with all of our favorite products. There's also a newsletter there, so you can be always up to date on the coolest stuff we find around the internet. Thanks so much for watching. Check this video out next. I think you're gonna love it, and we'll see you all in the next one.